Okay. Hello, guys. Thank you very much for joining. Um, my name is Roman Shtih, and I'm Chief Commercial at GetBlock. And with me today, these two beautiful guys, two beautiful lads. Sergei Banov, he's our DevRel specialist at GetBlock, and Peter Tikhomirov, he's our social media manager at GetBlock. And we decided to get together and to make the first podcast by the Get blog to the builders, to the community, to the Web3 space. I don't know how is it look like in future. We will see. But yeah, this is our first podcast, and we decided to discuss a Messari report about crypto thesis 2026. This is actually a February 27, and I know that this is a little bit late for this discussion, but still, here we are. And I'm sure that there is still a lot of interesting things that we need to discuss. And I want to make an important highlight here. So we will not cover everything from the Messari report because there's just three of us and there's too many interesting topics and too many sections in this report, as usual, actually. And we decided to cover only these topics which we are interested in right now. Um, so yeah, this is what we're gonna do. And I think that I'm gonna just start doing this stuff. And from my side, I decided to talk about the section which is called Decentralized Internet Finance, DIF. So yeah, and actually before I dived into this topic, I questioned myself, what is actually DIF? Because this was the first time I saw this definition. Because what is that? And it's decentralized internet finance. And I asked ChatGPT, what is this? And he said, let me read it. Decentralized internet finance is a concept that extends DeFi beyond blockchain native finance into the broader internet economy. And actually, it doesn't make any sense from my perspective because what's the new here? Uh, is Peter with us right now? I hope yes. I hope,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, sorry. I just
yeah.
my decided to rank and I needed
No worries, no
to
worries. That's okay. That's okay.
start.
So yeah, regarding the DIF, actually, this is a kind of like, marketing, maybe, sorry for these words, but it's kind of marketing bullshit stuff because uh, actually we already have DeFi segment. We already understand that DeFi is not just bubble, right? It's extending, and a lot of different companies, a lot of different industries, first of all, of course, finance industry, implement these tools and these technologies into their ecosystem. And this is new term, mm, kind of strange for me, but still, we have it. And Messari decided to put it into their report, so now we understand what it is. But okay, let's come back to um, the most important topic. Again, I will not cover everything. Um, Actually, guys, if you if you have something to share, you can share. Don't worry, you can interrupt me. Again, just a reminder. So yeah, let's come back to the uh, most important things. And the main thing that Messari analysts put into this section, there is a phrase, DeFi no longer feels like a chaotic frontier. It feels like a professionalized battlefield. And again, I'm a little bit curious about that because from my perspective, it happened, I don't know, years ago, for example. So it became more professionalized. It attracted a lot of capitals, a lot of money, and Actually, but still, yeah, it become more and more mature year after year, and this is the truth. Uh, so, okay, what we need to discuss, what are the most interesting topics about that? For example, DAX volumes reached $4.53 trillion dollars, and this is equivalent to 16% of tax volumes. So what does it mean? It means that again, people prefer to choose DAXs instead of taxes. They trust this ecosystem, and we see growth comparing to the previous periods. For example, in 2024, there was 10% of tax volumes, and in 2023 there was 8%. So, for example, it grew double times for the last couple of years. And this is kind of interesting, uh, but it's obvious for me. We saw this trend, I don't know, for the last several years, as I said, but still numbers are, I would say that that's impressive. That's impressive. And if we talk about DeFi and DEXs. I just want to share my personal experience. Several months ago, we were uh, in Argentina, and there was DevConnect in Buenos Aires, and actually, Sergei is was there also because he lives in Buenos Aires, um, and we were talking a lot with people from Latin America, people from Brazil, people from Mexico, from Argentina, of course. And actually, they are adopting crypto very quickly. For example, we met guys who building DeFi solutions for Brazilian banks. Actually, it's a kind of weird because I live in more like European part of the world, and it's a kind of, it's kind of strange for Europeans to hear that somebody adopt DeFi in banking system. This is like impossible for now, right now. But they are doing that, and we see that this trend is growing, and we see that in numbers. And actually, I like it. It's very very cool. And at the same time, there is a. I was talking about paradox, right? The paradox that Messari analysts highlighted. So right now, trading volumes on DAXs hit all-time highs right now, but their TVL fell for 21%. So, and what does it mean? For example, these guys from Messari, they saying that means that each dollar of liquidity is supporting almost twice as much trading activity as last year. And again, this is the good signal for all of us that DEXs become more and more valuable and more interesting for people. But what else? There's an interesting issue, um, which I suppose can turn over the whole picture of this thing. Okay, DEXs are growing. DeFi ecosystem is growing. That's amazing. But I didn't know about that. But DEX protocols don't make a lot of money. That was kind of surprise for me because their margins, uh, margins level are rather thin, uh, between 0.01% and 0.02%. This is actually very, very small margin. And aggregators are even worse. Let's just make an example. Jupiter, the Solana DeFi protocol, handled $47.4 billion in monthly volume, but earned just 660 dollars from this activity, you know?
I'm sorry, Roman. Can you repeat $600,000 or $600?
No, no, 600. Sorry. Yeah. Just let me explain. $660,000. So
Mm-hmm.
660K, 660K.
Yes.
K.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is actually 0.00014% of the total uh, transaction volume. So actually,
Mm-hmm.
this is for me, it was kind of surprise because I expected these guys to make more money, but they don't do that actually. So,
Actually,
but yeah, Peter, yeah, go ahead.
it's actually from the business side of things, that's a terrible business model to be the DAX or like any DeFi protocol basically, because like I believe most of the DeFi protocols actually don't have like much revenue, but like
This is
most.
the good thing. This is the good comment because here we can see that there is a direct question: where is the real money in the DAX ecosystem? And Messari gives us an answer: wallets, trading bots, and launchpads. For example, because wallets, for example, Phantom Wallet made uh, $9 million in revenue uh, with swap volume of $1 billion, approximately $1 billion. So their margin was uh, approximately 1%. So this is the way more higher than DEX protocols do. And of course, trading bots make a lot of money, and launchpads, for example, PampFun got 34, approximately 35 million of dollars in revenue, having 0.51% of margin. So again, it's higher than indexes or aggregators. And this is kind of interesting thing for me. I didn't know about that. I didn't know. I thought that these guys are making a lot of money, and they still do because these thousands of dollars is still a very big amount of money. But at the same time, they are not the most like the most the hugest money machines on the market, you know? And was some kind of surprise for me. But yeah, let's move forward. Another thing that I want
Yeah,
to, yeah, sure, go ahead.
yeah, actually, that's the kind of funny thing that actually just like this question that how actually the taxes like earn money hit me like recently in my daily life because well, you know, as you're also the person that works in crypto, and I believe that like most of your friends and family always ask you about like how can they actually get in crypto, how can they use it, how can they earn money there. And so I mostly uh, to tell them about some centralized exchanges to use them because it's really easier for the beginner, for a non-crypto native person. And then I also tell that well, there are actually the DeFi protocols, the DEXs, but you like shouldn't care about them. And then they asked me about the commissions, like how much is that? And I said that well, it's actually almost zero, or like literally zero. And then they asked me like, well, it's impossible. How can it be? And then I also like realized like, well, it's actually sounded impossible. And I don't know why I haven't thought about it before, but it actually sounded impossible. And then it's still interesting, like how well the most of the projects that you mentioned, like Jupiter and other DEXs, that's really huge companies, and they still need to, they still have all the operational spendings. They need to pay to their employees and stuff like that. But like, how can they actually get money if they have like this low revenue? Well, they
Uh,
actually
uh,
some ventures and stuff like that, but still,
no, of course, this venture,
yeah,
but
yeah. Go ahead.
these like startups, they don't have a huge uh, number of employees, right? This is just like I don't know, dozens of people or maybe hundreds of people. And of course, they have a lot of costs for marketing, etc. I'm sure, but it's not like enterprises, right? It's more um, it's still a startup, and yeah, but they make this, like, bid for growth, for growing the volume, because they believe that in the future people will use DeFi ecosystem oftenly, and a lot of people will join this Web3 space, and they will make even more money. That's kind of obvious, right? This is what we all doing right now. We are making this bid, and we make these beliefs that, guys, crypto will skyrocketing in the future, and it does, right? It does, and we believe in that. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. I agree. And actually, there's another topic about how you can, about talking with your friends and family and explaining what the crypto is. And yeah, it's like it's a separate topic. It's very interesting, and I have a lot of experience here. I'm trying every time. I'm trying to do that, and every time I failed. This is my problem, but I will do it better in the future. Okay, let's move forward. There's another interesting topic, and this is credit for non-crypto businesses. So the Messari highlighted about the current state of on-chain lending, that right now 65% of on-chain loans are backed by native crypto assets, uh, and 35% by RWA assets, right? And actually, most RWA loans are home equity. Uh, so yeah, and this is kind of obvious picture, right? And they highlighted another interesting thing, that current crypto cards are prepaid debit cards. We all know about that. I have crypto card. A lot of my friends in crypto have them, but they work like that. You sell your crypto, receive fiat, spend it, and it's kind of insufficient, because it's a taxable event, because you can lost yield opportunity. You have a lot of commissions and transactions, of course. And there is a project which is called EtherFi, and they offers a different model. You can borrow stablecoins against your crypto collateral and spend the stables. And there is a two advantages. Let me make a comment here and read the Messari sentence. Tax efficiency: users spend cash via a loan rather than liquidating crypto, avoiding capital gains taxes on every transaction. Capital efficiency: the deposited crypto remains in a vault where it continues to earn yield, offsetting the cost of credit. And this is kind of like a next step for these crypto cards and debit cards. Uh, and I think it's gonna be like, another step to implementing crypto in different life aspects of non-Web3 people. And this is kind of another interesting thing. And the last point I want to highlight, it's about DeFi banking. Um, and they call it like non-custodian bank of the future. And what is actually DeFi banking? Uh, it's kind of like neobanks that improved the interface but stayed on legacy infrastructure. So it's mostly it's just regular bank, but with the crypto features, kind of crypto features. Uh, for example, Texas brought crypto services into the market, but with custody and restricted access. DeFi banks are kind of the next step. Let me read it. A DeFi bank is a non-custodial crypto bank. It reconstructs traditional financial services using decentralized protocol. DeFi banks shift the trust model from trust the institution to verify the code. And settlement of transactions takes seconds, not days. And there is just 4 things that are modifying in these models. For example, regarding savings, for example, you have a stable coins, right? And you can hold these into your wallet with yield distributed transparently. Yield acts as a loss leader to attract liquidity. Monetization happens across higher margin verticals. For example, if we talk about spending, the goal of these DeFi banks is peer-to-peer wallet payments that bypass card network entirely. And actually, this is an interesting thing because right now, if you have a card, banking card, you're using MasterCard or Visa, or I don't know, American Express, that doesn't matter. Yes, some kind of this stuff. And banks know that they pay for every transactions, and MasterCard and Visa earn a lot of money because a lot of people in the world doing a lot of transactions in the moment. And you understand, you as a bank doesn't earn this money. And the crypto space and DeFi solution is here for you. You can create your rules, you can create your ecosystem where you control this spending, when you control this transaction model, and you don't need to pay to MasterCard, you don't need to like deal with them at all because you don't need it. Your users can work with blockchain infrastructure and you can earn this transactions fee. For example, you can create your own blockchain and give the opportunity to people to make transactions on your own banking blockchain. Of course, it's like right now it's more like a fantasy because is it even possible for bank to launch their own blockchain to guarantee the decentralization, etc.? But still, they can run like an app chain, for example, and they can connect to Ethereum or Solana. Doesn't matter. But still, I think it's an interesting mm, opportunity for banks. Um, Another thing, you can earn money using these DeFi banks. All of these DEX protocols, all this math management, etc. So again, you can earn money, and actually bank also can earn money. And the last important thing is borrowing, because you can combine these on-chain collaterals with off-chain attestations. Because, for example, to get the loan in crypto right now, without collateral is impossible. But maybe these DeFi banks can combine this stuff and do this. And again, it's like another step, another mass adoption. And we see it. As I said in the first part of my speech, we met guys late in America uh, who are doing this right now in their countries. And this is kind of interesting. Of course, this concept is still kind of early stage because we need to see the regulation, because we need to see this implementation. We need to see, is it even possible to make it effective and cheap? Because right now it's not even. Can we combine these um, centralized features with decentralized world? How can we do that? It's kind of interesting. And from my perspective, this is the topic which I'd like to dive deeper because it's like a next step. Because a couple of years ago, everybody was uh, imagining where we should wait for next mass adoption, for the next wave. And it comes out that banks will be the earliest crypto adopters, mass crypto adopters in the world. And this is kind of, again, right now it's obvious, but a couple of years ago, it was not obvious at all. But right now we see, okay, yeah, because banks, they are financial institutions, they see um, this opportunity. They see that they are competing with crypto world and they should combine it and lead this revolution. But yeah, that looks like that. I guess that's all from my part. This is the most important highlights from my perspective: DEXs, credit cards, and DeFi banking. That's the topics I'm interested in, and that's the topics we're discussing during all these autumn conference tours. So yeah, what do you guys think? If you have anything to share, please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I can start in the sense. First of all, yeah, thank you for your speech, Roman, and yeah, I do agree that what we currently see in the DeFi space is probably the next big adoption thing gonna happen in banking industry. And actually, just this week in GetBlock, we published a video about how traditional finance system adopt blockchain and crypto, adopt crypto and blockchain instruments. Visa, we have a show which is called Running Web3, and there we had a chance to I personally, as a showrunner of the show, had a possibility to share how Visa, which you have mentioned, Roman, trying to adopt, trying to not to fall out of this new tendency that is happening right now, and because they do understand, because if they will, I don't know, if they will have this attitude like Kodak. Kodak, this is a photo company, which had this attitude towards new generation of cameras. They decided just not to care about it, and probably Visa and Mastercard also, and other like traditional finance institutions and banks understands that at least they need to implement it. I think we're not talking about the those crazy things like death of traditional finance. No, still we're not talking about that. But they do understand that many people, and fortunately for us as workers of crypto industry and blockchain industry, for every year more and more people are joining this Web3 community, and yeah, they need to adopt definitely. And the second thing that I wanted to tell is that especially in regions like Latin America and Southeastern Asia, these DeFi DeFi products are quite popular because people tend not to trust to their traditional banking system, tend not to trust their governments like it happens in Argentina. Just yesterday, I had a wonderful conversation with a local businessman. He was born in 1947, so he saw everything what happened in this country for the last almost century, and he told me that the reason why he decided to quite early actually, on not just the past year, like why he decided to invest in crypto, why he decided to like explore opportunities that Web3 world can offer to him, is that he saw so many banking crises in Argentina, and there is no way on earth he gonna trust them. And currently he has his really traditional, real like normal businesses like restaurants, some tourism, but still he is always interested in hearing about new projects in Web3 world, because here it's actually quite cool to hear those things about those, when guys with age of 20, 30 years old, even 40 years old, it's okay. But if we are talking about like people that were born who was born in completely different era, and still they do see benefits of Web3 thing and decentralized finance. It's at least for me, it's lovely. I really like it, and this gives me kinds of hope for the future. So yeah, this is my take.
I like the way you explained what codec is, because I realized that there is a lot of people who don't know what it is, because codec, I don't know, I'm just like a dinosaur. I remember what it is, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Sergey. So I guess we
It's
can move forward, right? Or Peter, you want to add something here?
Uh, no, I actually wanted to add about the codec stuff because yeah, you don't have to be dinosaur to know about the codec because it's kind of integrated into pop culture these days. Because yeah, the company is that, but it's they even sell merch, and the merch is like the main thing they are selling right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I will check it. I will check it. I have a
Yeah,
sister.
actually,
She's 18
actually,
years 18 years old, and I just will check that with her if she knows about the conduct or not.
and I also would like to share with our viewers and you guys what I could read on the article that I had chosen. And my topic is decentralized artificial intelligence. And when I picked this topic, my first thought was like, when you're in San Francisco and you're trying to pitch a new startup and you say this is going to be decentralized crypto artificial intelligence thing, and it's like you try to basically to sell every hype thing that exists right now in venture capital, in investments, and all of those things. And I was a little bit skeptical about it because well, me personally, before reading and analyzing this article, I hadn't read any article about decentralized AI, because we probably all of us know that currently AI is not entirely, but it is already taken by big guys like Microsoft, like Google, like Apple, OpenAI, and those guys, and that is why I decided to dive deeper in this topic. And well, if we talk about decentralized AI, is why this thing actually what are the reasons why it even should exist? Those are two like major reasons. The first one is that decentralized technologies can provide more computer power to existing artificial intelligence companies, AI startups. And the second one is that when you combine decentralized technologies, blockchain technologies with AI, you also can provide not just more computer power, but also a better data. Because, and yeah, let's start with the last one. If we are talking about this better data thing, is actually how you can train artificial intelligence. Because right now, as we all know, the LM thing is one of the most popular concepts in the space. And we can already understand that all those models are already like they have already scrapped the whole internet and is scrapping it on an everyday basis. So like scrapping websites, it's already done. You cannot invent something more in the space. But what are some companies in the decentralized AI offer is that they try to train their models based on real user experience. For example, when they play games and they share their screen and the whole UX UI thing with the decentralized model with AI, which is trying to understand how a person interacts with different users, with players in this example, when we if we are talking about gaming. And yeah, it trains the whole it trains your AI model in a different and better manner. Also, if we talk about bringing new data to the space, is that what I actually wanted to mention is how we actually can combine what was Roman was talking about decentralized finance and decentralized AI. There is a term which is called DFAI. So many new terminology in those articles. But what are the examples of decentralized DFAI? What are the real products? We're talking about AI bots that can manage your crypto investments, sometimes automatically, sometimes you can train them in different manners. And why it is actually good, why we I think in the future companies will try to implement crypto and artificial intelligence bots in the sphere of trading, because well, most jurisdictions in this planet, they do not allow you to make it automatically, to invest, to buy, to sell stuff. But with crypto, especially if we are talking about trading on on dexes, you can do it. And yeah, it's quite a big thing currently in this decentralized AI space, trading bots, where you allow them to use your wallets and trade. Still, you don't probably it's obviously, but still, for our viewers, please don't trust your whole portfolio to them. But as some kind of experiment, probably it's a good thing. And also it is also, and it is also was mentioned in the article, we can do smarter betting markets. We all know about polymarket thing, and AI models, in the sense, also they work like 24/7. They place bets, and they also can use some crypto funds, yeah, to invest on they actually can monitor the whole the particular part of the internet that you had. Yeah, sorry, sometimes it's just so hard for me. I'm trying not to use Spanish words. I was just
Okay, you
thinking about
just
uh yeah, sometimes I want to say también, which is also in Spanish. And yeah, sorry, I have a really Spanish hat in this sense. So yeah, what I actually wanted to share, probably the last thing, is that this computer power thing. And this is what is actually it can be interesting for big AI companies, is that using that you can give. We all know how much electricity AI consumes on everyday basis. I mean, we are already hearing and reading in the news that they try to build atomic stations to actually to give more power to AI. And when you try to experiment with implementing of like thousands of normal computers, of laptops, to be a part of this big system, to give a part of your computer power to this some kind of decentralized AI project, we can actually, yeah, provide more power and also make it more, probably in a sense we can make it more clear and understandable in terms of how actually the response that you get from AI was generated. With what power, particularly, I think this can be a thing. Yeah, and also the last thing that I wanted to mention is that what we actually can implement from our blockchain space to AI is systems where well, basically speaking, there is a term which is called Darwinian networks. When the best survives, when this works with on what sometimes miners work. Basically, it is when you're the best, you get this amount of money. If you are not suitable in terms of your computer data for this particular project, well, you sometimes don't get anything, or sometimes you even get punished. So yeah, this is this thing, guys. I after reading this article, I understood that this is not a scam. Decentralized AI really exists. So yeah, if you have any thoughts, questions, please share.
Yeah, I would love to start actually, if you don't mind. So, yeah, while you were just speaking, I thought that why people in Web3 love to overcomplicate things that much, because as you mentioned, there are decentralized AI, decentralized financial AI, so many different terms, but no any actual single combination of the AI and crypto. And what I also thought about, like, maybe we don't even need to have like a specific combination, because for example, once AI agents can perform basically any action as the human can do, they
Yeah.
can even like go to the on blockchain rails and do whatever the fuck they want. And the also a topic that I would love to bring to this AI discussion is that like recently I saw that post on LinkedIn that claims about that like crypto these days feels like it's never even meant to build for humans, because like once AI agents came to this, it sounded to be more logical, because it's more suitable for AIs, because they now can perform any financial transaction stuff. They can do trading, which they couldn't do before on Web 2 world. And yeah, and sometime crypto and Web3 total feels too complex for people, like yet again, to even start using some protocols. But for AI it doesn't. So, and you can just launch the your AI agent with some, like, with a few clicks, and they will manage your portfolio, even earn you money, like do anything. And
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I just wanted to add it quickly that with AI, we don't have this, explaining phase when you have to explain to your granny what the hell is Bitcoin, what the hell is crypto. We don't have this phase. They just, they actually probably are more professional than we are. I mean, AI, some AI agents. So yeah, we don't have to explain things to them. Totally.
Regarding the
yeah, yeah, that's
professionalism and regarding the explaining, a couple of days ago, I installed OpenClaw and I was talking to him about how to make different skills, etc., which will help him to do some operational stuff, etc. And at some point, I was thinking like, man, you're so stupid. I just need to explain a lot of things to you, etc. And you need to tell me a lot of stuff to install all these skills, etc. But after a couple of hours of this conversation, I realized that from his or her, doesn't matter, from them perspective,
Yeah,
I
there,
am the
there. Yeah,
I
yeah.
am the one who is very stupid. I am the one who's very stupid. Because if you just read this conversation, but from the point of view of OpenClaw, you will realize that the I am the stupid guy here. So, and this is kind of like, a weird situation for me. Yeah, that's what AI does for all of us. But this is an interesting thing. And I just want to mention one point here that right now in GetBlock we are like exploring different opportunities for AI industry because we built a huge expertise in terms of DevOps engineering and infrastructure services. And right now we want to build something for AI agents, some kind of an infrastructure for scaling, launching your AI bots, AI agent, doesn't matter. And I think it is a huge market and a lot of not the competitors, I would say like indirect competitors. A lot of them are already launched. Uh, yeah, already launched these services. Some small teams created this kind of opportunities for different people. You can just click and launch your open cloud bot. It's online. It's outside your local ecosystem. You can prompt it. You can build skills or install pre or use pre-installed skills. So this is an interesting topic, and I think that yeah, we all hate AI. Actually, deep into the heart, deep inside, we hate AI, and but I understand that this is inevitable. I understand that this is gonna be the part of our life. This is gonna be the part of our job, and it's it's exciting at some point to see how it works, to see how we can use it, how it accelerates our routine, etc. So yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah. I mean, like, maybe hate is too loud word for this, but I believe we are more fear of AI because it's like that's basically too powerful technology. But that's the whole another big discussion that like all those conspiracy theory stuff and like that I believe we don't want to put this into this
Yeah, we need
conversation.
we need a separate session for this talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. You're right. You're right. Very powerful world, and this is true. Peter, do you want to share your part of the of this
Yeah,
Messari report? Let's come back
yeah,
to it.
I believe that's my turn right now, and I was actually so excited when I heard your stuff because my report kind of combines those two. So yeah, I would love to focus on some more practical stuff, and that's why I chose the topic of the like that goes like the time for consumer crypto is now, and it's basically about the current product market fit of crypto and how it has shaped and how it's integrated in our daily life. And yeah, and before we actually start, I would love to ask you a small question, like, what do you think is the current PMF of crypto and or the whole Web3 market right now, or even better, say, how do you think non-crypto native normies see it, like the whole crypto market, what it means for them?
Oh, let me answer this first. I think payments, scam, and trading. That's what people think about crypto right now. If they don't, if they are not part of Web3 world.
Agree. What's your take, Sergey?
It's so hard to add something to Roman's take.
Yeah. Actually, I agree with Roman. But like to my mind, and it's also the thing that combines what Roman just outlined, is that for most of the people, crypto is the just the easy way to get rich, to get some easy money, which is in practice not that easy actually. It's more easier way to lose money, but still. Yeah, and once you like, I believe, get that idea, the whole concept becomes a bit easier to understand because Well, let's move to the actually first slide. Yeah, we're all trying to build the new internet here, more free, secure, open, powered with some self-custodial technologies and stuff like that. But the truth is, every one of us right now has this strong digital presence in Web2 world, mostly. Most of our work, news, communication with friends and family, even our entertainment exists in Web2. And yeah, the goal is of Web3 here is to move everything on chain. But the reasonable question here, like, does users even want this technology to be built? Like, do they need it? And I believe most of them actually don't give a fuck at all. And as I agree with this quote from the author that no one is living their favorite app starting from zero and rebuilding their digital life just because the backend is on chain now and it's now there are some fancy technologies. Yeah, but still there are some green lights, some bullish signs that actually shows that applications, not blockchain infrastructure, right now drive the majority of on-chain revenue. And that's the continuing trend, as you can see. So, for example, in 2021, blockchain made like blockchains. I mean, just the classical L1s, L2s made around $13.5 billion in fees, accounting for 76% of all on-chain revenue. Whether in 2025, blockchains generated just $2.4 billion, which is like extremely lower than the previous number. And yeah, you can see like this on slide. Yeah, but and like this trend finally made Web3 more suitable for users, as infra layer right now vanishing more into the background, making the UX the main thing as it's supposed to be. And if you're like further on, we're gonna talk about the consumer crypto PMF. So, but let's first discuss what consumer crypto is. And as I guess you already know, and as author describes, also the consumer crypto are the projects like meme coins, NFTs, social networks. I mean, specifically Web3 social networks, wallets, prediction markets, games, and etc. But those are just the more common examples. And yeah, let's dive into discussing like some of them separately. And let's start from the ones that kind of found their product market fit already. And that's going to be meme coins and NFTs. And the first thing here that got my attention that like in this topic, the author actually describes them in total and combines them, merged in some kind of way. And there are reasons for that we discuss a bit later. But to my mind, I first was disagree with that because I thought that like, well, meme coins and NFTs are kind of different things and they serve different purposes because like for example meme coins are just meme coins, they're fun, they're just the gambling chips made for yet again fun and making easy money or losing, but NFTs on the other hand are closer to the real world luxuries and collectibles like expensive watches, sneakers, or even action figures and yeah, stuff like that. And clearly, the market these days agrees with me. But the other thing that it also clearly shows is that if this trend, when we separate the meme coins and NFTs, are gonna goes on, like both the meme coins and NFTs are gonna be super dead, because right now most of them competes and cannibalize the same attention, the same liquidity, the same users, and especially when we're talking about the projects within the same ecosystems, for example, like Budgie Penguins that has its own NFT collection, and also the meme coins. And so to solve this, author approach the technology like the ERC-404 standard integration, which is a hybrid token standard. It merges the liquidity of fungible tokens with the uniqueness of NFTs. And as far as I know, this haven't been like integrated totally, but yeah, still, well, that's it from the meme coins. And yeah, we can come back to this topic in the future if you would like, but right now let's move to the next one, which is prediction markets. And to my mind, like that's the best example of the consumer crypto that found success and its product market fit again, because well, for prediction markets, everything, like every move was right. The momentum of the hype and launch of like major players when the hype just started around the US elections, how most of this project could manage to keep that momentum going and not lose, even like grow their user base, and also how they managed to combine the crypto rails with the cultural trends, like offering the unique product that has never been on the market like ever before. Because yeah, sorry, misclicked. Yeah, because right now, like in our daily life, people bet on only on sports, but with the guys like Polymarket, they can bet on literally anything from classical sports and also to politics, and also the most exciting thing is the like pop cultural trends, like topics like would GTA 6 be release be delayed again, how many tweets Elon Musk would do during the specific day, or the recent like hilarious example, would Brian Armstrong say the specific words on the Coinbase earnings call. Yeah, and yeah, that's what like the current BMF of crypto, I believe, exists the most these days. And then we're moving to the topic, to the projects that haven't found their PMF yet, and which is the financialized or crypto social media. There are so many ways yet again to call this, but the most common one is SocialFi. And yeah, as I said before, like people were trying to build the crypto social media these days for so long, but there haven't any like success in this. I believe the Telegram was the closest one to this to this idea, but which is like interesting and odd that the author doesn't describe like Telegram, even doesn't mention the Telegram in this topic, and he mostly focused on comparing like two major players of 2025, which is Zora and Pumfan. And yeah, I would also love to review it and compare them just really quickly. And first, I would love to start like no doubt that the Pump Fun is awesome meme coins launchpad, but calling it a social media to my mind is like calling the North Korea a great place for a vacation, or a casino a perfect spot for a family evening. And yeah, they have a huge user base, but I believe they kind of didn't understand their psychology and needs, and their attempt to become more social media like was actually a failure because, well, I believe most of you remember what happened, and it actually brought some hype to the platform, but it was humiliating and disgusting even sometimes. And on the other hand, Zora is pretty hidden gem. I would say it's really great project. Like in the user perspective, it's more closer to the like general original social media types like Instagram or TikTok with.
Actually, Justin, I wanted to mention that I discovered this thing as social fi. If you're talking about decentralized social network, this is the term we have to use, or this is, or there is another one.
Well, actually, as it presented on the slide, there are like several names for that, and what authors suggest is that we don't like we shouldn't even like use decentralized social media like or DSOC at all because that's the whole different concept, and it's also kind of failed concept because
Mm-hmm.
well, users in social media maybe they don't even care about like decentralization that much as they care about financialization of things. That's why terms of social fi or
Mm-hmm.
financialized social media is more applicable in practice and more popular even.
No, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, yeah, now I get it. Yeah, I saw a couple of stands during Def Connect here in Buenos Aires, but most of them probably were connected with oh, hi Roman.
From my speech, that's all for this, and we also have like the last topic, which is as author calls it, is exotic RWAs, and mostly he's talking about the like some collectible cards like Pokemons or sports cards, and some gacha mechanics. If you don't familiar with that, um, that's the thing that when you buy some kind of a random pack of stuff, random pack of cards, even, and yeah, that's the mechanic of something being gifted or just bought, and there are some random stuff that you can collect or trade or store or whatever. Yeah, and it's mostly applicable to games. But yeah, let's dive deep into actual topic, which is actually kind like super interesting for me even. And well, you all know that the Pokemon cards or sport cards, as I mentioned, they're not new to the market, but definitely recently there are many news that it's actually expanded to a multi-billion-dollar industry. And some of the researchers estimate the overall market volume for about and over $22 billion, which is crazy for this stuff. But well, actually, people always been crazy about that. Some I don't know how to say like some special things, some extra, some unique products that only one person could have. And such an example is like this Pikachu card that you can see on the slide. And this exact Pikachu card is actually the world's like Guinness World Record breaking trade that worth $5 billion, just a single card alone. And the funny thing that
Sorry to interrupt you. 5 million or billion?
billion five like it it's exact like 5 billion to 200 million, $75 million. I don't. But that's just a crazy number, like
Okay, okay.
$5 billion, just the one card, and its owner is actually the Logan Paul. I believe you know this guy, and he also like, and it's crazy that he owes this super expensive card, but he also owes the Guinness World Record. Yeah, and oh, sorry, just misclicked again. And yeah, with trading cards and collectibles going mainstream, like crypto has an opportunity to solve the fundamental pain points or inefficiencies in this market through tokenization, because like many platforms offer like vaulting physical cards and issuing tradable NFTs, offering near instant liquidity that traditional markets can't match. And the sector grew a lot these days, like it's almost 500% in 2025 alone. And the end game here is bringing the entire collectible stack on chain, from grading and authentication to lending and insurance. This makes collectibles easier to trade and collectorize, turning them into a liquid asset class for the first time ever. And well, all the things that we discussed before, like from your speeches, from my speeches, lead us to the point that it's actually right now is the perfect time, not just for consumer crypto to use crypto to earn money in crypto, which is maybe not the perfect time these days, but still is the perfect time to build a consumer crypto right now. And that's why it's actually a huge bullish signal for guys like us, for the infrastructure players, even that I claimed that infrastructure kind of not that important, maybe it's not attract that many attention as it were before, but still that's the huge bullish signal for GetBlock, to that we can solve this huge problem of latency and making user experience not even like crypto, which is actually the main thing, and the like so many people in the market agrees that to make the consumer crypto actually profitable and like usable, we need to make it feels like not crypto even. And that's why like to I would say to make this stuff of your crypto app, you should definitely use GetBlock in this case. And yeah, that's it from my side. If you have any comments, questions, feel free.
Thank you, guys. I think in general, yeah, this consumer, from my perspective, this consumer crypto apps, it's like, it's a very unusual thing because I'm not the user of these applications. Because I don't know, I don't trade memes, I don't trade NFTs, I don't like this stuff. It's not for me. And that's why I'm always like curious and surprised that this market is growing and become more popular. And yeah, this is just like a surprise for me. But yeah, that's interesting. Thank you, Peter, for preparing this topic. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually wanted just to share with you guys some thing that I how I used the NFT technology in my like daily life, because I was trying to purchase a ticket to go to Bad Bunny concert here in Buenos Aires, but I wasn't lucky enough to purchase it in the official sell, and I was trying to find a resource to buy a ticket, and I wanted to be sure that I gonna actually that it wouldn't be a scam. because some traditional services, I asked my Argentinian mates, and they told me that it's like 50-50 possibility that you will actually have access to the stadium. And I was like, when you spend, I don't know, the ticket was something like 350 bucks. I mean, it's not like this kind of 50-50 opportunities that you won't basically lose your money, you know. And I found out the perfect application that uses NFT technology to actually, yeah, provide you with the ticket that you can scan when you enter the stadium. And this is one of the, I think, most cool and the most understandable implementations of this crypto consumer thing, because everyone wants to get their tickets in the most secure way possible. And yeah, probably some kind, in a way it is applicable to your topic also, Peter. Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks a lot, Sergey, for this example. That's actually that's what I personally care about a lot because, as I mentioned before, the author combines the concept of meme coins and NFTs, and it's like such a shame that such a great technology as an NFT has like this public image of being just, well, if you ask a random person about what is NFT, he probably said that, well, it's some kind of pictures on a blockchain, but basically that's some pictures that can cost a lot or some scam even. But like technology itself is great, and it can be applicable to so many different real world use cases and make the tokenization possible. And for example, you can yet again, as I mentioned, trade the Pokemon cards even on chain. But not only that, you can even trade like houses, like real estate, your whatever basically. And yeah, that's why I'm kinda disagree with the thing that mentioned in the report that yeah, the meme coins and the NFTs should be combined because the yeah, we should we should vanish the like this public image of from NFTs and use it how it's supposed to be.
It's a word of a real crypto man, of a real Web3 man.
Thanks.
Okay, okay. Guys, it was a long run. We were talking for, I guess, approximately 2 hours. That's very, very long. Thank you for these conversations, and thank you for participating. And I'd like to say to our listeners, to our viewers, thank you for joining this. I guess we will try to build more in this format. I mean, build more videos, record more videos. So I guess that's all. I guess we need to finish here because it was a long run, as I said. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate your
Yeah.
participation.
Thank,
Thank
yeah,
you.
thank you, our dear viewers. Yeah, we will yeah, definitely continue with this format. Yeah. Bye bye everyone.
Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye, bye bye.